Right? Time to wake up, Shirou. When I wake up, the sun is already way up. The room is dim. I feel like it's still last night and shake my head violently. It seems my sleep-deprived body caught up on sleep, taking the advantage of the darkness of the room. It seems already past 1 o'clock. I slept in. Oversleeping this much can't just be called sleeping in. There's no answer. Saber is sleeping next to me, slightly curled, like a cat. I wake up when I'm not sleepy anymore, but Saber has to recover her magical energy. Considering how long she slept before, she probably won't wake up until dinner. Speaking of dinner, Shirou didn't even cook breakfast yet. I can imagine just Rin and Ilya just starving and deprived of nutrients. They're dead. Oh no, no. They can probably cook themselves, obviously. I leave the room, trying not to wake Saber up. There's no need to wake her up right now. The contest begins at night. I don't think Lancer or Gilgamesh will appear during the day. So I have to come up with a plan. Putting Lancer aside, Gilgamesh will certainly come again tonight. I don't even need to think about considering his personality and the murderous intent he showed last night. What should I do? He has an infinite supply of noble phantasms, and one of them even exceeds Saber's Excalibur. Berserker was a difficult enemy to defeat, but we still could fight him even though we were inferior. We could look for a chance for a comeback even when he was pushing us. But he's different. It won't even be a fight right now. If he uses that noble phantasm called Emiya, we will all die. There's no solution if I think on my own. If Saber, Tosaka, and I can't think of a plan, then... Yeah, he did say he would investigate this archer servant, Mr. Goldie. He might know a way to overcome this situation. King of Heroes, Gilgamesh. Kotomine Kirei said that he would find some measure against the survivor of the last Holy Grail War. We can't find a countermeasure, but that priest might have already come up with a plan. Are we just gonna go on our own again? That's always a bad idea, Shirou. Every time. But I guess last time it wasn't so bad. I think? Yeah, I don't think we were attacked the last time we went to the church. But we're still taking our chances, you know. Who knows if Lancer or Gilgamesh is gonna out of nowhere just step up to us and smack us in the face and we die, you know? That could happen. The sky is filled with gray clouds. Go up the hill, to the church. The church is the only thing at the top of the hill. There's no one in sight, not even the sound of birds. Ominous, actually. Because if there's no birds, then that's a sign of something bad that's gonna happen, maybe. That's always the cliche, isn't it? Because they always show, and it's kind of true, right, in real life as well, that animals can sense if there's gonna be like bad weather or something, right? Then they know and they migrate somewhere else. Is it because of the dark sky? It looks more ominous than holy. Metaphorically, it feels like a gallows. Going up the long hill, through the large courtyard, prosecuted before God, and falling to hell. From the beginning, a church is a place where people die. A hospital is a place where they try to prolong life, But at the same time, it is also a place where people face death. A church is the same. In those terms, no place has more deaths than here. I guess technically, if funerals are held here. But well, they've already died though, if there's a funeral. Well, the wind is cold. Fastening my collar. I go up the stairs to the church. I enter the chapel. There's no one in here either. Hello, Kotomine, Mr. Priest. Is he in the back again? Walking between the chairs, I walk to the altar. Pat, 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 pat. A dry sound echoes through the chapel. It must be designed for echoes, as one person's footsteps fill the room. I call out in a soft voice. It's certainly strange. I should be calling out in a loud voice if I'm calling for someone. I know he's somewhere in the back, so I should be calling out in a loud voice. But I advance, keeping my voice quiet and my footsteps quiet, suppressing my presence. Is it because the chapel is so magnificent? I feel like as soon as I reveal my presence, something will surround me and cut my head off for disgracing God or something. I guess we're just gonna go through the chapel on our own. I pass through the chapel and get out into the courtyard. I advance with quiet footsteps. The church is complicated and I don't know where Kotomine's room is. My memory is vague, so I know I won't be able to get there. Something. I control my breathing. My throat is dry and it's hard to breathe. Why? Even though the hallway is cool, sweat forms on my brow. I stop calling out and examine the surroundings with all my senses. Do I have such... I don't know why I'm walking silently, why my heart's beating so fast, why... An ominous feeling in this place. Yeah. Why do I have such an ominous feeling in this place? The same words repeat in my head. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Kotomine isn't here, so you don't have anything to do here. Go home since you're by yourself. Your decision is a mistake. Your actions are a mistake. Your chill is a mistake. Go back. Go back. Go back. This isn't bad. There's nothing bad here. There's nothing here, so go home. I feel sick. I feel nauseous. At times like this, my chill is correct. My sense for danger is good enough for an amateur magus. That's why I can't stop. Suppressing my pounding heart, I look for Kotomine's room. And in that way, I run into the darkness. I see stairs in the darkness. In a small indent between the walls one would normally miss because of the shadows is a narrow staircase. I shouldn't go down there. I'd bet my money on it. Kotomine won't be down there. No one will be down there. There can't be down there. There can't be down there? There can't be corpses down there? Corpses? There can't be corpses down there? I shouldn't go in there. My neck stiffens. Well, let's just go back home. Don't worry about it. Now we're going down the stairs, obviously. I enter the darkness. It's a room made of stone. The lights aren't on, but the room itself is glowing blue as if it's a living thing. It might be used quite often, as the temple isn't dirty with dust or mold. How deep is this? I look up the stairs I've descended. The staircase is built along the wall in an arc. It must trace out a perfect half moon, as I can see the start of the stairs about 10 meters directly above me. Is it because there's no light? The arcing staircase that connects this underground and the outside world reminds me of a centipede crawling through this temple. And I notice the door under the stairs. The symbol in front of me. Beyond it, an entrance to darkness is open. I approach the darkness as if drawn to it. I go through what appears to be an entrance into the place. Is it damp? The floor feels slimy and it's hard to walk on. It's like the time I cleaned the swimming pool at school. The feeling that bog moss covers the floor, and the feeling that my leg would rot every time I step in it. I stop. It's because I'm scared by the nasty feeling of the floor, but more than that, because I smell an awful stench. I plug my nose in reflex. The smell isn't momentary, but ongoing. It's not the smell of meat, but it's not gunpowder either. Is this formalin? The smell of medicine fills this room. My senses were numbed as soon as I came on the ground. I don't feel any chills or pressures anymore, but still, my heart beats restlessly. My hands are vermiculating like they're going to crumble into pieces. And the worst thing is, my eyes have gotten used to the darkness. The darkness fades. A drop falls somewhere. Was that a signal? The things I couldn't see before are engraved into my eyes instantly. It is a living hell that's somehow familiar. A row of death. Remains are lined up all around me. The smell of medicine covers the smell of death. I tell myself that this isn't happening. I don't want to think that such a thing can happen. But I can't deceive myself. I can tell in a second. Even though there are this many corpses, no one is dead in here. They're alive. Zombies? These things that can only be perceived as corpses, these things that used to have human shape, are still quite alive. Why are they alive? I look from one laid-out body to the next. Every one of them is too deformed. It's too disgusting to even imagine what happened to each of them. It's like sacrilege. They look more like dead trees than corpses. Those who are ground down in the cracks in the floor. Those who have become homes to bugs splattered on the walls. No matter how they came to be that way, they have no limbs remaining, and all of them are worn out like rotten trees. Spooky. I don't even need to know why. The corpses are being eaten by the coffin. I don't know how it works. It's just that the corpses are stuck to the coffin, and the coffin is sucking nutrition out of the corpses. The flow of life. The coffin is sucking up magical energy. No, something close to the soul. Slowly. So not to kill the one it leeches off, and so as not to allow them to live. The sound of the wind that sounds like sobbing. It seems like screams coming out of the corpses' mouths. Their throats have already decayed, and they cannot let out voices. It has already become just an organ to keep them alive. But still, the corpses are crying out. In an almost inaudible voice, they scream with all their might. It must be the pain and the fear. They continue screaming, unable to stand, losing their form and being eaten alive. I hear a sound. The coffin in front of me gasps, oozing. Something slimy drops out of the head as it turns its neck towards me. Swollen lips move a little. It speaks in a voice that's not even in the voice. And asks me that question. I'm right on the verge of screaming. No, I can't even scream now. Where am I? It doesn't say it hurts, nor does it ask for help, but it just says it doesn't understand why it's here. Is that the reason? He was like that before he realized it? He lived normally, went to sleep naturally, and was gasping here when he woke up? Sucked by that coffin, rotting away from the ends, unable to move, and he can only believe that this is just a bad dream. My heart might break from this scene and from this terrible spectacle. But why? Why do I recognize them? I've never seen them, but I recognize every one of the corpses. This is the first time I've ever seen them. They are people I shouldn't know. They are people unrelated to me, but why are they, as if knowing me, staring at me? And I have another question. Is it some coincidence? Or do the sacrifices have to meet this condition? Why are all the corpses here children of the same age? And then... Oh. Suddenly, I'm tapped on the shoulder from behind, as if being greeted by a friend. My body freezes at this sudden event, and I can't even turn around. But I don't even need to turn around to tell who the person behind me is. Kotomine Kirei, the priest of this church, and the man who made this hell. And a devil I must not meet more than anything else. I must not meet more than anything else in this place. Food?
そら、前回はろくなもてなしができなかっただろう。私なりに気を使ったのだが、入れ違いになってしまったか。
I can't talk. The priest's hands are heavy on my shoulders.
だが、不法侵入は感心しないな。そのようなことをすると、見なければいいものを見てしまう羽目になる。
Who are you, Mr. Priest? Why do you have... Well, why do you have this here?
例えば、そう、お互いの関係を白紙に戻さざるを得ない真実を知ってしまうとか。
The priest's voice is more cheerful than I've ever heard it. Kotomine Kirei, standing behind me with his hands on my shoulders, is definitely smiling. That's why I'm frightened.
どうしたエミヤシロ。話をしに来たのだろう。黙っていては意味がないぞ。拍子抜けだな。それほどこの光景は機械かね。
The priest says inhuman things in a cheerful voice. Does this man not feel anything when faced with this? I don't even need to tell him this scene is outrageous.
なんだ、それは冷たいな。お前にとっては不快でも、そんなことはないと言ってやるのが情けだろう。そもそも、彼らとお前は兄弟のようなものだ。お前がそのような態度では、彼らも救われないと思うのだが。
Just now, What did this man say?
お前、今、なんて。
この死体たちとお前は仲間だったと言ったのだ。形はどうあれ、お前たちはあの地獄から生還した者たちだ。血肉のつながりはなくとも、その絆は兄弟のそれに近いと思うのだが、どうかな。
I see. That's why I thought I recognized them. This is the continuation of 10 years ago. And this place is the continuation of that hospital room. My head spins. Children who lost their homes and parents. They were supposed to be sent to an orphanage and stay there until they found someone who would adopt them. But I was adopted by Emiya Kiritsugu before that, and I did not know what happened to them afterward. I avoided thinking about it. The orphanage was the church on the top of the hill. I could have gone there anytime I wanted to. But still, I hesitated. I felt it wasn't fair for me to get adopted and then go see children who didn't get adopted. If I was to meet them, they would be in town. We would meet accidentally, be able to talk normally, and we would be over the fire incident. I was looking forward to such a meeting, thinking that we surely would meet as this is such a small town. So why have I not met even one of them? Well, I guess they were all held down here.
見ね
そうだ、エミヤシロ。エミヤキリツユに引き取られていなければ、お前も彼らの一員となっていた。わかるか？お前はまたも一人だけで助かったのだ。周りの誰もが平等に死んでいくというのに、お前だけが輪を乱して生き延びた。どうかね。自分自身大した不平等だとは思わないか？
My pulse returns. My frozen body defrosts in an instant.
いや、私は責めているわけではないぞ。むしろお前のそれは喜ばしい。エミやシローの生き延びる才能は大したものだ。実際、私もお前が最後まで残るとは思ってもいなかった。だからこそ、最後はこうして兄弟たちに再会させてやったのだ。
Uh-oh.
お前は本当に運がいい。ここは今日限りで閉める予定だったのだが、ギリギリで間に合ったな。
I don't think we're lucky.
今まで10年間、サーバントの餌にするために彼らを生かし続けたが、それも終わりだ。やり始めた時ほどの濃い魂の摘出は望めぬし、もはや餌の必要もない。
To feed?
お前とお前のサーバントを仕留めるだけになったのだからな。
To feed the servant? From 10 years ago? And also you're gonna kill me? Huh? With that word, I break all restraints. I move my body, which had been bound. I fling the hands off my shoulders, throw myself forward, and turn to face the priest.
琴峰、お前が。
I face him, placing enough distance between us. In that moment, I feel a powerful shock from behind me. Oh. That's weird. I can't breathe. A sharp horn is growing out of my chest. The horn looks like the head of a spear. A spear, you say? That's strange. How can a spear be growing out of my chest?
ああ、そういえば言っていなかったな。改めて紹介しよう。彼が私のサーバントだ。
Nani? I turned to look back. There. A blue... a blue spearman makes me sneeze. Yeah. It's Kukulon. It pierced my chest. What an asshole. And also the priest is an asshole too. Isn't he supposed to be like the arbitrator or something? Like the supervisor of the Holy Grail War, and yet he's participating in it? That's cheating. But I guess if you're the one that makes the rules, you can bend them. The lance is pulled off my chest. At the same time, a sharp pain runs through my head as if to burn my brain. The floor is painted red. I'm lying on the slimy floor. I push on my arms to get up, but my body is too heavy. I can't move. And I guess, well, Kukulon finally killed us. He tried to kill us like 3 times already. He succeeded once, technically. But then tried to kill us again, but he got pushed away by Saber. And finally, the 3rd time, he's finally killed us. Amazing. Not because I'm bound, but because I lack the things people need to move. The pain in my chest exceeds the blood loss's power to drive me unconscious. I can't pass out. I've taken fatal wounds several times before, but if you remember, I think Kukulon's spear is like cursed and stuff. I remember when Saber took a wound, it took a long time to heal, you know, so... They were all so bad that they even numbed my senses, but this is different. It's a fatal wound, but the pain is too real. My vision spins. As soon as I black out from the pain, I'm awoken by the next pain. I can't feel my limbs. I can't even tell where I am. All I feel are pain, nausea, and the temptation that it would feel so good to just disappear.
殺してはいないだろうな、ランサー。それでは今まで残していた甲斐がない。
I can only hear voices. I have my eyes open, but I can't see anything.
命令は守るさ。たとえそれがいけすかねえものでもな。
Lancer's voice shows no emotion, but I can barely hear it now.
よろしい。では支度をするぞ、ランサー。マスターの窮地はサーバントに伝わる。セーバーが到着するまでおよそ半時というところか。
He's using us as bait. But technically, if we, like he said, not to kill us, if he did kill us, then he just would have won, right? But I guess that's not his purpose, his intention. He wants Saber to be here for some reason.
琴峰、このガキそこまでは持たねえよ。死なせたくねえんなら血止めぐらいはしとけ。
不要だ。死ぬのならそれで構わん。
Now, you know, as it turns out, you're not a very friendly priest after all. My mind starts to pass out. Pain finally overcomes my brain and allows me to faint. I stop that digging into my wound. Or stop that by digging into my wound. The pain starts again. My fainting mind starts to return, or rather, my fainting mind returns to the burning world again. I want to die. I want to die right now. This pain's going to continue. I know that. I know that, but if I faint here, I also know that I'll die. I can't even remember what I'm doing now. I feel like I'm floating in this white, burning pain. But I grit my teeth and hold on to my disappearing consciousness. I can't let it end here. I can't retire so easily. I still have a promise I haven't kept. If I believe she is more important than anyone, I can't just disappear here. Interlude? Nani? We're not dead yet? I thought it was a bad end already. When she wakes up, Emiya Shirou cannot be found because he's dying in the church. Oops. She thought he might be preparing a late lunch, so she makes her way to the living room. But she cannot find neither Shirou nor any lunch. Oh no, not the lunch.
出かけるのなら声をかけてと言ったのに、どうしてシロは人の話を聞かないのか。
She complains to herself and sits by the porch.
まったく。一人で出歩くのが好きなのはわかりますが、これでは協力している意味がないではありませんか。
She swings her legs, not knowing what to do. She soon loses interest in that and looks up as if pondering. The whole sky is shaded in gray. The canopy of clouds is drifting slowly, and an opening can be seen in the distant sky. It should be a clear sky tonight. Once the stars can be seen, tomorrow can be predicted. She still remembers how to read the stars, something she learned from her magus. She only used it to ask if her way was right, but she thinks about predicting a certain person's future just for tonight. Well, he's dying. Pretty sure. Saber, you don't need stars to tell you that? Well, I mean, obviously she doesn't know, right? So, and if possible, a bright future. She wants to predict the dangers ahead and guide him in the proper direction. The one she worries about is so reckless that she cannot sleep unless she does so.
さて、問題はこの町から観測できる星の位置ですが。
Come to think of it, she has never looked up at the sky until this day. All she cared about was winning the Holy Grail War and not reading stars for someone else. She knows it's not like her, but she still tries to read the stars as she waits for nightfall to come. Honestly, this is a big change in her thinking. She continues to stare at the sky, thinking it's just like the young girls in love she has read about in stories.
ああ、セイバー。シロがどこに行ったか知らない？
Hi, Rin.
リン。
She gets up like a robot.
なんでしょう。私は別にシロの軍門に下ったわけではありませんが。
He didn't say anything about that at all. She says so with a red face.
あれ？もしかしてお邪魔だった？
Rin smiles in an evil manner. She's living under the same roof, but even without that, Emiya Shirou and Saber's reactions are so easy to understand. She's sharp when it comes to others, so she already knows about them. So of course, she's aware of what happened last night.
まあ、からかうのは後にしておいて、冗談抜きでシロを知らない？イリアの熱が上がってるみたいだから、ちょっと手伝ってもらおうと思ったんだけど。
Oh, Ilya didn't get better yet. She's still... I thought she would have got better already by now, but ever since she saw Gilgamesh and tried to attack him and stuff, I guess she hasn't been well.
イリアスフィールが彼女の容体は落ち着いたのではないのですか？それがどうにもね。シローには黙ってたけど、あの子そろそろ限界よ。聖杯戦争っていう儀式が終わらない限り、元には戻らない。あの子のキャパは破格だけど、それでももういっぱいなの。今はまだかろうじて容量が空いているから、余分な機能が働いている。けど、満ちてしまえば、一番不要な人間としての機能を捨てるしかない。イリアスフィールはね、聖杯戦争が進めば進むほど壊れていくように作られているのよ。
This is interesting. So, I mean, putting the puzzle pieces together, I think Gilgamesh mentioned something like a vessel? Or actually, was it Castor? I think Castor mentioned something like a vessel. And Kotomine Kirei also actually mentioned that Ilya would be the container for the Holy Grail. And Shirou was a bit confused, like, what do you mean? He wasn't holding some sort of Holy Grail, but I guess this kind of confirms it. It's not that she's holding a holy grail, she is the holy grail. Rin speaks annoyingly, but Saber does not understand what she's trying to say. Well, okay, Saber doesn't really know, but I guess Rin has already figured that out.
あ、いいのよ。今のはわからないように言ったんだから。イリアのことは置いておきましょう。それよりランサーのことだけどね。あいつのマスター誰だかわかったんだけど。
Oh, you do? You found it out?
ランサーのマスターが判明したのですか?
You should have told us earlier, Rin. Otherwise, Shirou would have not went to the church and got himself stabbed. Even though it is his fault for, again, just going out on his own.
まあ、わかったっていうか、前からわかってたっていうか。実はね、ランサーのマスターは魔術協会から派遣された外来のマスターなのよ。それ自体はとっくにわかってて、ついさっきそいつのねぐらを見つけてきたんだけど。
Wait, what? Her? It was someone else? Lancer's master was someone else? But isn't Lancer's master Kotomine?
リン、そのような危険なことは避けるべきです。敵の陣地が分かったのなら、私に言ってくれればいい。
私だってそのつもりだったわよ。けどさ、外から様子を探ってたらどうもおかしいのよ。で、留守っぽいなって中に入ってみたら、あったのは血の跡と、レイジュが亡くなった左腕だった。
Oh, so, traces of blood, a left arm with no command spell. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what happened, considering we know that Lancer's master at the moment is Kotomine. I don't think Lancer's original master is around. I don't think.
それ以外は何もなかった。体ごとレイジを奪われ、しかもあの出血量じゃ生存は絶望的でしょうね。ランサーのマスターはとっくにやられてたのよ。
Okay, so I guess we know what happened. Originally, Lancer's master was someone else, but she was killed by Kotomine, I assume. And her left arm, which had the command spells, we know that Kotomine Kire, can use certain magics to take away command spells. Actually, we know this from the very beginning when we tried to exit from the Holy Grail War. So that's how he took control of Lancer, maybe.
では、ランサーはすでにいないのですか? 10日前、シロを襲った後に他のサーバントに倒されたと。
だったらいいんだけどね。結婚はもっと前のものだった。これ、どういうことかわかる？
サーバントを倒さず、先にマスターを倒した。そうしてマスターからレイジュを奪い、ランサーと契約したマスターがいる。ということですか?
Yeah, stole the servant.
ですが。
残っているマスターは私とシローだけでしょ？けど、ランサーはまだ残っている。
Oh yeah, then only a master can form a contract, right? So normally, Kotomine wouldn't be able to take control of Lancer, so that's a little confusing.
ってことは、マスターじゃない魔術師がレイジを奪ってマスターになっているってことだけど、セイバー、そういうのってできるものなの？
いいえ。レイジの移植はマスターかサーバント、そのどちらかによるものだけです。いかに優れた魔術師といえど、レイジを奪ったところでマスターにはなれません。
そう。じゃあもう一つ。マスターっていうのはさ、聖杯が消えてなくなっても、レイジュが残っていて、かつサーバントさえ残っていれば、いつまでもマスターなの？
そうですね。リンの言う通りです。レイジュとサーバントさえ残っていれば、聖杯戦争が終わったとしても、その魔術師はマスターとしての権利を。
Detective Rin, on the case. Though we kind of already know the conclusion that she's going for, because we saw what happened with Shirou, so it's not that surprising right now, but Saber realizes the meaning of Rin's question and swallows her words.
ではリンはランサーのマスターを殺しランサーと再契約したのはその。
ええ、それ以外ないと思う。そう思うとランサーの行動にも納得がいくのよ。あいつさ、他のサーバントの様子を探るのが役割みたいだったじゃない。戦えば自分の正体を明かしてしまうっていうのに、あいつは自分の正体を隠すでもなく他のサーバントにちょっかい出してた。それってつまりあいつは諜報専門だったってことでしょ。
同感です。私と戦った時も彼は最後まで戦わなかった。宝具を使った以上見せた相手は倒すのが私たちの定石だというのに。
そう。だからランサーのマスターにはもう一人サーバントがいたのよ。ランサーに敵の正体を探らせておいて、その後に正体不明の戦闘性用のサーバントをぶつける。これって必勝法でしょ。まあランサーにしてみればいい迷惑だったろうけど、6人のサーバント全員と戦ってその手口を調べ上げた上で主の元に帰るんだもの。6人全てと引き分けなんてある意味とんでもないやつよね、あいつ。
Yeah, I guess in the background, Lancer attacked all the servants. Rin grows quiet and ponders. If she follows suit, Saber feels a chill for no reason. Lancer's master has already been killed. An unknown master uses a heroic spirit of that degree just to collect information. And as the master planned, the only servants remaining are Lancer and Saber. If the enemy is such a person, is it not dangerous to leave Shirou by himself even during daytime? Yes it is. Too late now. There were several enemies before, but there are no other enemies now. If they only have to defeat Shirou, the enemy might not follow their previous plan.
リン、シローはどこに行ったのか知りませんか？
Once she starts thinking like that, it will not stop. She cannot leave Shirou alone. Even now, Shirou might be in danger. Well, he is. He is in danger. He's dying right now.
どうだろう。知らないから聞いたんだけど、もしかしたら綺麗なとこかな。あいつ、この間も綺麗なんかに相談しに行ったんだし。
Oh, I was thinking that Rin already reached the conclusion that it was Kirei, but actually, maybe not. He still doesn't have like a primary suspect to who the unknown master is.
あの教会に。
何をセイバー、怖い顔して。琴峰教会に含むところでもあるの？
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
The church is not a holy place. It is stagnated with death to the same level as the Ryudo temple. The instant she regrets that Shirou might be there by himself, a vision of some other place pops into her head. She glares into the distance. She looks in one direction, towards Kotomine Church on top of the hill. There is no time. Saber leaps out of the yard and jumps onto the wall.
ちょっとセイバー、いきなり何よ。
教会に向かいます。後のことは任せました。リン。
Without even turning to Rin, she jumps off. She runs like a bullet. She reaches the place without stopping or slowing down. If anybody saw her, it would have just looked like a sudden gust of wind. The wind is clad in silver and blue armor. Saber is armed as soon as she sees the enemy's territory. She did not intend to arm herself. She had decided to arm herself once she entered the church, but she could not help it. As soon as she saw the church, her mind burned up and made her arm herself. Her chest is burning. The nausea that has been assaulting her is not hers. It is the chill coming from her master, a hopeless scent of death. She does not know what is going on. The only sure thing is that Emiya Shirou is on the verge of death. And there's no time. His wound could cause him to die at any second. That pain and the chill going around her body causes a sickening nausea. It is less than a thousandth of a pain Emiya Shirou is feeling. He will not live. She will not make it even if she rushes with God's speed. He is dying right now, and she might lose her master in front of her eyes. The instant she imagines that, her rationality vanishes. She just has to rush to her master as fast as possible. If God's speed is not enough, she just has to break through the reason of God. Her angry glare stares down the church. She crashes through the door and enters the chapel. She does not see the chairs. She ignores the path, goes through the chapel, through the courtyard, and down the stairs leading underground. All that's left are the demolished walls and floor of the church. Incidentally, she's not that violent. She tried to open the door softly and did not put that magical energy into her legs when she kicked off the ground. Was that like a side note? She merely cannot control them. She goes down the stairs and reaches the underground temple. The sense of death is near. Actually seeing it, her anger goes over the limit. Anger towards herself, and anger toward the enemy who did such a thing. She cannot even hear the voice of Lancer blocking her way. She is straining at her limits, and it seems she cannot loosen up no matter what happens. Her master is down in the darkness, in the back room. In the middle of the room full of live corpses, he is on his stomach. Blood is pouring out of him, and his gasping can be heard even in this temple. He is alive. All the while she is relieved, she shakes from having left him for so long in that state. Saber heads to the back room, but there's a guard in front of it. Holding his lance behind him, the blue spearman looks at Saber with fearless eyes. She does not hear his voice, so she does not stop. Really? She's just gonna try to walk past him? It is as one would expect for him to block it while he was talking. Lancer blocks Saber's surprise attack, but cannot defeat its powers as he retreats to the wall. That's funny. He's like, isn't it usually like in anime, like the guy's talking and you're supposed to let them talk, but Saber is just like, fuck you. Attacks him while she's going towards Shirou. But that makes the hindrance goes away. There's no time to fight Lancer now. She has to save her master, who is on the verge of death. Saber stops at the entrance.
どういう意味ですか、ランサー。
いや、何な。そいつの胸を串刺しにしたのは俺なんだが、実はこれは2度目でね。以前は確かに殺したってのに生きてやがったもんだからな。今回は念を入れて刺してやったわけだ。
貴様、シローにゲイボルクを使ったのか。
Yeah, the cursed lance.
安心しろ。心臓は外してやった。だが呪いはそのままだぞ。
Rather, well, it's not a lance though. It's a spear, technically. But yeah, if you get attacked by a gay bulg, then a wound will not heal normally, right?
セイバー、貴様とてこの槍の呪いは知っていよう。因果を逆転させる原因の槍。こいつの呪いを受けた者は、よっぽどの幸運がない限り、運命を変えられない。
Is that how it works? Just be really lucky?
まあ、単純に言ってしまえば、ゲイボルクによってつけられた傷は癒されることはない。呪いを受けた者は決して回復できず、死に至るまで傷を背負うことになる。この世に、この槍がある限りな。
That changes the air. Saber's eyes regain intelligence.
ようやく理解できたか。 そこの坊主を助けたいんだろ？ならまず俺との決着をつけなくちゃな。
Yeah, I guess to save Shirou, she needs to defeat Lancer. Lancer's beast-like killing intent comes at Saber. It's true that Lancer is serious, but...
正気ですか、ランサー。この狭い室内で僧兵であるあなたが剣士である私と戦うと、そのような愚行、あなたの考えとは思えない。今ならば見逃します。その槍を置いて去りなさい。このような不本意な戦いであなたの首を取る気はない。
それこそ愚行じゃねえのか？一体どこの英霊が自分の相棒を置いてくってんだよ。俺は何も取引をするためにそいつを刺したわけじゃない。俺はな、お前と殺し合いをするためにここにいる。
There is no dishonesty in his words. Lancer does not intend to let either of them leave here alive. For him, this is the first and last battle where he can go full strength. Lancer's wish is not for the Holy Grail. He wishes only for battles appropriate to heroic spirits. Such a simple wish that should have been easily granted to a normal servant was never granted to him until now. I guess, yeah, he was told to always check the other servants, but never to actually win or lose, you know? Or rather, well, not to go like full strength. All he wanted was to just have a normal match, but he can't, because his master told him not to, because his other master died, and his new master is an asshole. Therefore, he has no intention of losing out on what might be his last chance, even if it happens to be an unfavorable situation for him.
いいでしょう。ならばその槍を見事叩き切って捨てるだけだ。
Saber readies her invisible sword and faces the Blue Knight.
よく言った。白状するとな。貴様が最後に残ってくれて嬉しいぜ、セイバー！
Lancer's lance runs like a flash of light. Saber confronts it straight on. The rematch begins with both of them executing powerful blows. Was the fight gonna take a long time? Because Shirou is still bleeding out here. Still, like, dying. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. All I can hear is my own breathing now. I might have a fever that could burn someone to ashes, as it feels like my brain is already melting and pouring out of my ears. Stop, 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 stop. Something's wrong. It feels like I don't have a brain anymore, but my body still keeps telling me about the pain and my head accepts it. Tasukete! My head isn't the only thing that's empty. I don't know where my heart or stomach are either. The nausea is unbearable. There's nothing left to throw up, but the nausea increases without limit. I endure the infinite repetition with gritted teeth. I can stay conscious. It's my pain, so only I have to endure it. There's no problem there. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. So, the problem is the voices. Oh. My head is empty. I can only hear my breathing, but these voices still echo in my head. I don't even need to think whose voices they are. Oh, I was wondering who was saying that. I was thinking it was, you know, the people saying, "It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts." Or, "Stop!" You know, those people? I thought, well, I mean, Now we all know that it's probably the people in the coffins, but I thought it was Shirou's, unconsciousness. Or not unconscious. What do you say? Like his inner voice or something? I thought it was his brain telling him that. But actually, it's the people in the coffin. Enduring the torture for 10 years. That's pretty horrific when you think about it. Kept barely alive, dying, but not dead, for 10 years. I'm going mad. Every time I hear their voices, I'm stabbed in the chest. It's not scary. I just don't have any way to atone to them. Hey, hey, hey. No matter how much they beg for help, and no matter how much I want to help them, I can't help them. I won't ask them to stop calling to me. It's just that no matter how much they call, I can't help them. That's why I think my heart will break if this continues. Return it, return it, return it. No matter how much they ask, I cannot assent. All I can do is to end it for them. I can only fix the contradiction of the living dead. I can only make the creator of this hell atone for his sins. Ironic, a priest atoning for his sins? He's the one that's supposed to not do the sins. I can't take back any sad events or miserable deaths. That's my limit. A superhero only exists to straighten out what has already happened. Yeah, exactly what... Well, who was it that said that? Well, it was Archer, right? Rin's servant. Since I denied those words, I'm being cornered right now. To be honest, I want to run away. I have no way to save them. I can only listen to them. I have no miracle to grant them. Miracle, you say? I don't have enough power to deny his claim that a superhero is only so strong. Then, if I had a miracle that could save them, would I use it?
Kitaka. Sora, 目を覚ませエミヤシロ。お前のサーバントがやってきたぞ。
You're still here. Gotomine Kire. I hear a voice. It's coming from right behind me, but I can't hear what it's saying. My vision is blurry. There's nothing in front of me. All I sense are the voices asking for help and the figures that are already dead.
よくやっているが、やはりセーバーにはかなわぬか。どちらにせよ、あと一人分のサーバントは必要なのだ。それがセーバーであろうとランサーであろうと構わないのだが、その前に選定をしなくてはなるまい。
I can't hear anything, but this man's voice echoes in my head.
さて、出番だ。もう少し前に行こうか、エミヤシロウ。
Where are we going? My head is lifted. The man grabs my head and pulls me forward. That lets me feel the man behind me. The man has swallowed black corruption. His heart is black, and it seems like he's surrounded by unknown darkness. The black corruption reaches in from the outside world, and it's like a chain binding the man. I don't know what it means. Only one thing is clear. This man, Kotemine Kire, was just like me. His body has some kind of fatal wound, and he is compensating for it, that unknown something. As I heal using Saber's powers, Kotomine Kirei is maintaining his corpse-like body with his black corruption.
そこまでだセイバー。斧が主を救いたいのならばその剣を収めるがいい。
What is going on? My vision is still blurry, and I cannot even raise my head.
ランサーも引け。もともと私たちは聖杯を求める同士ではないか。そうむやみに殺し合いなどするものではないぞ。セイバーがこの男を引き取りに来ただけというのならば。
Wait, Lancer?
喜んで引き渡そう。
Sorry, Kotomine talks so slowly, even though his voice is pretty cool. I keep interrupting him. Anyway, Lancer is still here? I mean, if Saber and Lancer were fighting, I thought one of them would, like, die. I assume Lancer, anyway, would at least be defeated and disappear, but I guess they came in here together? They came down the stairs together? Weird. A gloomy laugh.
それを信じろというのですか。ランサーのマスターを殺し、今また私のマスターを手にかけようとする貴様の言葉を信じろと。
No, yeah. Now we know, or at least Saber knows. It was Kotomine. He killed Lancer's original master and took the command seals, and because he knows the magic to do that, if I remember correctly. Who is he talking to? I can't hear the voice, but the sound rings through my fainting mind like a bell. Well, then again, normally, Maguses can't, or Magi can't make a contract with a servant unless they are already master, right? Well, anyway, I don't know. Maybe we'll learn about that later. Why Kotomine is a master as well.
信じたまえ。私はお前たちと争う気はない。季節してこのような形になってしまったが、お前たちが聖杯を取ろうというのなら邪魔はしない。もとより、私の役割は聖杯の持ち主を見極めることだ。ここまで残ったお前たちには十分すぎるほど資格がある。故に望むのならば今ここで聖杯を与えてやってもよいのだが。
ここに聖杯があるというのか、貴様は。
あるとも。聖杯はどこにでもある。聖杯とはもとより形のない器だ。いつどこで何に呼び出すかによって完成度が変わるのだが、呼び出すだけならこの土地にも資格はある。無論サーバントが残り一人にならなければ聖杯は未完成だが、その出来でも大抵の願いは叶えられるだろう。それで満足がいかぬのならば、その時こそ最後の殺し合いを始めればよい。いや、私としては気乗りがしないが、お前たちが望むのならば付き合おう。決着をつけるのはその時でいいのではないかな、ランサー。
So normally, yeah, all the other servants needs to be defeated in order for the Holy Grail to reach its full power. Apparently. But right now, Lancer is still alive, because I guess they came, like, they made a truce, I guess, after they wanted to fight each other? Weird.
よくはね、そんな回りくどいことをする必要はない。白黒つけるなら今すぐできるだろう。
この状況でか。室内ではお前には不利だろうし、セイバーとて主が気になって戦えまい。これではお前にとって満足のいく戦いとは言えないが。
A spitting sound. It seems the man has reluctantly agreed.
いいさ。なら一つ聞かせろ。聖杯ってのは何だ？あれは残り一人にならなければ現れないものじゃなかったのか？俺たちを呼んだ連中は初めからペテンにかけてたってことか？
いや、事実ではある。聖杯はサーバントが残り一人にならなければ現れない。だが聖杯を下ろす器は別だ。 あれは初めから形あるものとして用意され、聖杯召喚の時まで力を流し込まれていく。残るサーバントがあと2人だけという状況ならば、すでに聖杯としての力を持ち始めていよう。そうであろう、セイバー。お前とて前回最後まで残ったサーバントだ。アインツベルンの用意した聖杯がどんなものか、うすうす分かっているのではないか。そう、聖杯は常にここにあり、生贄の地で満つる時を待つ。だが、それは虚しいとは思わないか。何も残り一人になるまで付き合うことはない。お前たちの望みを叶えるだけならば、今の状態でも可能だろう。ならば、ここで意味のない摂取をすることもあるまい。
そうですね。確かに貴様の言い分は正しい。
You know, it's weird for Kotomine to be advocating for a peaceful end when it's clear that he's been like, I don't know what he's planning. It's clear that he's like evil, you know? So,
だが、だとしたら貴様は何者だ。貴様の目的は聖杯を手に入れることではないのか。
私は選定役だと言っただろう。ふさわしい人間がいるのならば、喜んで聖杯は譲る。そのために、まずはお前の言葉を聞きたいのだ、エミヤシロ。
well, if you wanted to hear from me, you shouldn't have stabbed me in the chest, you know? My body moves. My head is grabbed and my body is lifted. That sounds uncomfortable. It hurts. The wound in my chest opens up. The pain makes my vision go white.
貴様。
案ずるな。ただ返事を聞くだけだ。聖杯は求める者にのみ答える。己のマスターが聖杯にふさわしいかどうか、お前とて興味はあろう。
それは無駄だ。シローは聖杯を欲しがらない。私のマスターはお前のようなゲスではない。
ああ、この男は初めからそう言っていたな。だがそれは本心ではあるまい。あらゆる人間に闇があるよう、この男にも影はある。例えばそう、10年前のあの日、この少年は本当に何も恨まなかったのか。その先にあったものを忘れることで振り払っているのではないか。
Hold on. What is he saying? The fire 10 years ago has nothing to do with this. This is meaningless. Nothing should have come out of it.
その傷を切開する。さあ、懺悔の時だ。エミヤシロ。
My back arches. My mind reverses like electricity is running through it. In place of my fading mind, a red vision appears. Stop. 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 Stop, stop, stop. Stop, 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 stop. It's a lot of stops. There's no meaning in this. No one will be saved if I remember this now. Oh no, forced flashback. And Emiya Shirou has to relive his trauma once again.